Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by rolling hills, the villagers were buzzing with excitement as Halloween approached. Children dressed in costumes, and homes were decorated with cobwebs and skeletons. They shared stories of ghosts and spooky creatures. But among them lived an old woman named Miriam, known for her wisdom and strong faith in God. Miriam often warned the villagers, saying, "Be careful. Halloween is a time that celebrates darkness, and many see it as the devil's birthday. We should not celebrate what leads us away from God." She would quote Ephesians 5:11, saying, "Stay away from bad things instead, focus on what is good." But the villagers laughed, thinking she was just an old woman with silly ideas. One chilly evening, as the sun set, a group of children gathered at the edge of the village, excited about Halloween. They had heard stories of hidden treasures in the woods, guarded by spirits. Ignoring Miriam's warnings, they went into the woods with just their laughter and a flickering lantern. As they walked deeper into the woods, it got darker, and the shadows seemed to move. The lantern's light flickered and cast strange shapes around them. Suddenly they heard whispers that chilled their bones. "Join us. Leave your light behind," the voices called. Scared, the children held on to each other, but their curiosity led them further into the dark. They found an old twisted tree that looked frightening, with faces in its bark. From the branches hung creepy masks and charms. One brave but foolish child reached for a mask, thinking it would give him power. As soon as he touched it, the whispers grew louder, wrapping around them like chains. The lantern's light faded, and soon it went out completely, leaving them in darkness. In their panic, the children recalled Miriam's words. They started to pray, remembering Psalm 19:10, "Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light for my path." As they prayed, a soft light began to shine from within them, lighting up the dark woods. The twisted faces on the tree began to fade, and the whispers turned into cries. The children felt peace as they held on to their faith. Together they said, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." Suddenly, the lantern lit up again, brighter than before. With the light guiding them, the children ran back home, relieved to be safe. The next day, the villagers gathered to hear their story. They listened carefully as the children shared their scary adventure and how their faith helped them overcome darkness. Miriam smiled, knowing that the light of faith could chase away even the deepest shadows. From that day on, the villagers decided to create their own celebration on the same day as Halloween. They called it Light of Christ Day. They wanted to honor Jesus instead of celebrating darkness. They decorated their homes with symbols of faith and shared stories of hope, remembering that the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. And so, the village thrived, filled with laughter and light. They were always aware of the dangers in the dark but found strength in their faith. The story of the lost lantern became a beloved reminder, guiding them through every season, especially during the celebration of the light of Christ.